We are going to discuss the very important term called desalination. Desalination means what? D means removal. Removal of salt is said to be desalination. See, this term is very important in water technology. That means desalination is nothing but removal of common salt. So, this desalination can be done by means of reverse osmosis. So, before looking into reverse osmosis, you should understand the water can be classified into three major types based on dissolved salt content. Number one, fresh water, where the salt content is less than 500 ppm. Brackish water, where the salt content is more than 500 and less than 35,000 ppm. And the sea water usually contains more than 35,000 ppm. See, our task is to remove this salt content from water. See, for this, we have a membrane technology known as reverse osmosis. So, the process is also called hyperfiltration, where this membrane technology have been used. See, when you talk about this process, there are two waters. That means two solutions, we can say. One is fresh water, other one is salt water. The salt water, where the concentration of salt is more, and fresh water, the concentration of salt is less. They have been separated by a membrane called semi-permeable membrane, shortly called as SPM. See, that means when two solutions of different concentration separated by a semi-permeable membrane, and if the solvent moves from low concentration to high concentration, it is called osmosis. And the solvent water moves from the higher concentration to lower concentration, it is called reverse osmosis. So I'm repeating again. So when a salt solution have been separated, that means when two solutions of different concentration have been separated by SPM, and if the solvent moves from low concentration to high concentration, it is called osmosis. And if the solvent moves from high concentration to low concentration, it is called reverse osmosis. And I told you this SPM is made up of cellulose acetate, cellulose butyrate polymers, etc. And when you want to stop the osmosis, we have to apply the pressure on salt water side. When you apply the pressure on the salt water, the osmosis stops and reverse osmosis begins. Nowadays, in each and every residential the areas, we have this reverse osmosis process. There are so many companies called AquaGuard, AquaFeed. So many companies are using this technology. The advantages of this reverse osmosis process are it removes impurities like ionic, non-ionic, and colloidal. The lifetime of membrane is high, that is almost 2 years. The replacement time of the membrane is less. So there is a consumption of less energy also in this. The cost of purification of water is less, and even maintenance cost is very, very less. So this particular method or this water mostly used for high pressure boilers. And when you go for disadvantages, the membrane is costly. The membranes are sensitive to all the complete environmental factors, and also it is capable of withstanding pressure of the order 20 to 100 atmospheric pressure. And not only that, the feed water, that means what we are feeding the water inside the process needs to be pre-treated, which is used to remove the particulates. Okay, that if you do so, it increases the membrane's life. Thank you.